And please correct me if I'm wrong, but I read somewhere that one of the favorite producers you'd like to work with is David Guetta.
Oh yeah, I've worked with David. Yeah, but I love him. Yeah.
Why? What makes it so special to work with him?
I'm just very grateful for all the opportunities that he gave me. He's somebody that's not very precious about sharing the spotlight. Like, he actually loves to share, and that's really rare in entertainment. I'm sure you know, not everyone is as nice as they seem. And yeah, when I wrote the song for him, the Delirious was the single, and I messaged him and I said, David, you know what? I've done like all these records now, and I've never been allowed to be in the video. And even if I write the song, and or have my name on the record, even that happened before. And he wrote me back and said, oh yeah, of course, it's going to be so much fun. I want you in the video. And even I did my first live TV performance with David. He could have just gone on and got some dancers or something, And he called me up and, do you want to come and do this TV show? Actually, it was Jensen in the Netherlands. That was my first live TV. And one in Paris around the same time. And lots of tours together, and he didn't need to do it, but I think he loves to be surrounded by artists and singers, and he thinks about the show. Like, he's not just a DJ producer, he's a pop star. So yeah, it's just really fun to be around. Lovely.
Yeah. And now at one point you started working on your own projects, solo projects.
Yeah.
What is that like? Because you've been...
Different pressure.
Yeah.
I second guess things more. Like, I don't know, if it's something for somebody else, you feel like, I know it's good and that's that. But when it's for you, you start thinking, oh, but how will... It's dangerous, because you can start worrying about how other people will perceive you if you say something. But actually it just works in the song. And so sometimes I have to stop listening to like this inner voice that questions everything, because else I'll never get anything done. Yeah.
And I was also wondering, because when I look at the work you do, it's mostly electronic and in the dance scene. Is that something that just came naturally, or is that a genre that you chose?
Everything just happened naturally, to be honest. Like, I was trying many different things. I genuinely love dance music. So. And because I was so shy when I was a kid, like I literally couldn't talk to anybody. If I went into a restaurant, my mum used to order for me. Like, I couldn't talk to anyone I didn't know. And then when I went to the club scene and growing up, like going to the London clubs especially, as soon as it was dark and no one knew me because I was from like a village, I could be whoever I wanted to be, and it was the whole the culture of it, and it was so glamorous, and there was amazing drag queens on the door, and I was like, it was like a whole movie, a different world, and I felt very free. So I think I loved that feeling of being feeling like my true self for the first time, and the hypnotic rhythms, and I used to go to a club, and in my mind I would write a song over the instrumental beats. And that's kind of then what kind of happened. But I didn't plan it, it was the right time, wrote a song on something, someone liked it, and then I was allowed to sing it, and that's what got the ball rolling for me. And then I've just been rolling with it ever since.
Yeah. Would you ever consider going into another genre?
I'd like to do other things, yeah. Like on the album, I've got like a piano track, a ballad. It's a slightly different way to work for my project as how I write with a lot of DJ producers, because normally the track is already made and then then I just work to the track. So everything is inspired from the music first. Whereas this, it's for my project, how I'm working now, it's slightly different. I've maybe got a concept or a melody first, and then I work with my production team, and we work it out kind of at the same time. It all evolves very organically, and it's quite a nice way to work, because we can change chords when we want, or rhythms when we want, so there's a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's really getting everything inside, out. It's like a perfect snapshot of my life now.
Yeah. Is there maybe a particular genre in mind that you would like to do if you get the chance?
I'd love to write like an opera album, not for myself, but I have a friend that's an amazing opera singer, and I always thought, oh, she deserves like an incredible album, you know. But there's so many things. I'm interested in all types of music. Like there's some Indian. Sometimes if I'm out, even in an Indian restaurant, you know, and you hear the music and they have a different scale to the, you know, Western scale. I'm fascinated by that because there's so many little notes between the tones. So yeah, it could be anything.
And at the beginning of the interview, I already said you're more than just a musician, because when you were 12, you were the child ambassador for UNICEF.
Yeah, do you know that actually happened in Holland as well? It's crazy. I have a link with this country.
Yeah, and over the time you've done a lot for the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, that I'm really, really passionate about that. When I was at college, one of my best friends that I used to hang out with then, he was beaten up very, very badly. And he was thrown under a train. I mean, it's just, it can make me cry when I think of it, because he's so cute and tiny, you know, emotional.
That's okay.
Yeah, but since then, we used to always go to Pride, and Pride's like a really good party, you know. But still doing it.
You want a moment, that's fine. You can have a moment.
Have some water.
Drink. Yeah, sure, that's fine. No problem, it's horrible.
Yeah, so then Pride became more than just a celebration. It was the real reason behind Pride. And so since then, every time I'm asked to do a Pride, I will go, yeah, let's cancel this other thing, I'm going to do Pride. So I'm really proud to sing the Europride anthem for this year. And I know quite a lot of the ambassadors here already from when I've done Prides in Amsterdam before. And it's going to be an amazing, amazing celebration of life. And I think that for everybody, it's our differences that make us the most beautiful, and we just need a deeper love and understanding and respect. And Pride is an education for people that maybe don't know somebody that's transgender, gay, lesbian, bi. You know, this is maybe a time that they would join the community and see that everyone is just normal, just like them. There's, you know, forget the label and just get to know the person.
Yeah.
That's what it's about for me.
Because your new song, I Need a Miracle.
Yeah.
It's originally by Coco Star. It's
Yes.
a cover.
Yeah.
So is that a song that you particularly chosen to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved Coco's version. I know Coco actually, and this song, it was one of the reasons that I wanted to make dance music when I was growing up, because I love this record. And I was performing at the Bataclan in Paris, which is another kind of sad story, 3 months before the attacks, and I was performing to raise money for the Paris Pride of that year. And when the attacks happened, I was like, this is terrible, because there's a lot of racial tension in France, and I didn't want people to blame the Muslim community, you know. They have the Front National, you know, like the very just for the white people, and they're getting a lot of power now because of this the terrorist attack. So I just wanted to do a song about bringing everybody together, and I always loved this record, so it seemed like the perfect match.
Yeah. And one last thing, because I think I have to wrap up. You once said in an interview, someone asked you if you would love to be a gay icon, and you said, I would love to be a gay icon. That was back in 2000.
I think it's a big respect, you know, like in my mind, I don't see myself as a gay icon, but when I think of gay icons, I think of like Madonna, Bette Midler, Cher, you know, Ellen DeGeneres. Like these are all like women that I really respect and admire that are 100% themselves. So it would that's like a fantasy to be a gay icon.
Yeah, because that was back in 2012. We're now 4 years further. Do you feel
it goes so quickly?
Do you feel like you're getting there? Or?
No, I just feel like me on my little journey. I have like a super normal life, really, other than like my home life is so normal, and my stage life is like my dream fantasy. So it's a really nice balance.
One last question, because you said a lot of times in this interview that you used to be really shy.
Yeah.
it seems
it was
like
horrible. It was like a disability. I was so shy.
Because it seems like you got over that.
I did.
Yeah.
Now I don't stop talking. I've gone the other way. I'm making up for all those years where I never spoke. Yeah, I had. I think what helped me was I moved schools. Like literally, when I had the bullying, I had death threats. And it got worse when I started to sing. You know, and things through the letterbox, and I was scared to go on the bus, and I couldn't go anywhere on my own in case I was attacked. So when I changed schools, and I had a really nice circle of friends, and then through just becoming an adult and starting to like embrace myself more, it definitely took me a long time. But I'm over that now, and I like myself a lot more, because I think when you're bullied, you start to hate yourself, because you start to perceive yourself as how the bullies treat you, you know. So that self-love, it took me time, and if anyone else is going through it, like, give yourself time. It's, you know, you will get through it. Yeah.
Seems like a nice way to end this interview. I want to thank you so much for your
time. Sorry, I got so emotional today.
No, that's fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.